YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Look, fam, that is the way I start pretty much every single 2A in LA episode. And somehow or another, once the episode starts and I start doing a gear review or a gun review or whatever it is, people lose that piece. So I wanted to take a second to highlight it because it really is the point of this episode. Because I want to make it clear about what I feel my role is. And really, the only thing that matters is what I think, because this is my platform. If people think my role should be something different, then they should start their own platform and they can do whatever they want to do over there. But on my platform, I just want to be clear to you guys what I feel my role is. I am not here to, the term influencer gets thrown around a lot. I don't really like it. I don't feel like I'm here to influence anybody. And most important, and YouTube will love this, I'm not here to sell guns. Gun manufacturers don't pay me anything. And one of the things I love about my relationship with Covert is I can review a lot of guns and I'm not beholden to the manufacturer for anything because they sent me out a gun. Even if they did, I let them know up front like I do with any product that I review. I'm just going to say what it is. If it's great, I'm going to say it's great. If it sucks, I'm going to say it sucks. And if it's mid, I'm going to say that it is mid. And that's just what it is. But my role here is not to sell you on a firearm. Here's what I don't want. I don't want you guys to watch a 2A in LA review of a gun, let's say, and you had no intention on buying a gun. You weren't thinking about buying a gun. A gun never crossed your mind. And then you see one of my videos and you're like, oh, I got to have that. That's not what I want. That's not my role. I think that's an influencer. I think that's me influencing somebody to do something that they wouldn't do. And I don't want to do that. What I would like my channel to be, and what I view my role as, is to help you. If you are already thinking about buying a gun, whether that's a 2011 or a shotgun or an AR-15 or a 308 or whatever the case may be, and you're in the market and you saw me review a gun in the category that you wanted, then I'm here to give you some food for thought. And then hopefully you take the information and my input and you go out and you look at other reviews from people that you trust and respect. And then when you gather all the information up from all of these different sources, and people will have different takes and they'll approach it from different ways. A lot of my gun reviews are nuanced and they're based on my experience. They're nuanced, they're subjective, and they're based on my experience with handling a lot of different firearms in different classes, so I can give you some perspective. If you're looking for somebody who's going to dive deep into kind of the manufacturing of the gun, every single parts, piece, everything like that, that's not my channel. But there are other channels out there that do that. People who really nerd out on the gunsmithing and on the specs. You should, if I were you, I would listen to me, I would get my opinion, and then if I wanted to do a deep dive, I would go to a channel that does that. And then if you want somebody who's like a very high level shooter then there are channels who do that. And hopefully, if you take all of us together, including whatever other sources you can find out there, you can have then an informed opinion in which to choose the gun that you are already planning on buying. That's what I see my role as. People have left a lot of comments over the year, and this isn't spurred by any one comment, just a general observation. And I think probably 90% of the people out here that watch my content 100% get it. But I think some people watch and feel like if I review a gun, and generally speaking, I go over all the dynamics of the gun. I'll talk about the fit and finish of the gun, and I'll give that a rating. I'll talk about the durability of the gun, and I'll give that a rating. I'll talk about the accuracy of the gun, and I'll give that a rating. I'll talk about the affordability, etc., right? And so I'm trying to give it to you at different angles and really basing it in large part based on other guns in the marketplace. So if you look at this gun got a 15 out of 15 for fit and finish, this gun got a 12 or a 13 or a 10, you know, oh, well, that gun is much better constructed than this gun. And that's what I'm trying to do. But people out there who only want me to review the guns that you want me to review, or only want me, or feel like I should give a gun a lower rating than I do, this is my opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. If you are somebody who is so easily influenced that you see what one person says about an item, particularly given the guns that I review on these channels are typically thousands of dollars, if you're only going to take one person's word and go out and buy it, then that's on you. That is that requires a certain level of laziness and a certain level of you just want to hear what you want to hear, right? So there's people who do that. There's other people who have a bad experience with a gun. Look, I get it. You go out, you pay $4,000 for a gun, and you have a bad experience with it. And that $4,000 was hard earned, right? And now you're pissed. And then I get up here and I say, it's a good gun, it's a solid gun, or whatever. Now you're mad at me. Now you're mad at me. Fam. Your experience, if you're one person and you had a bad experience, I get that, but you're one person out of thousands. And so if I don't have the same experience with the gun that you had, don't get mad at me. And don't assume your experience is everybody's experience. And so what I would say is I try to be impartial. I try to be fair. I don't take compensation from guns and gear companies because I don't want to be beholden to anybody for how I review their gun. I'm just going to give it to you straight. So I say all this to say, fam, look, I'm not here to sell you on a gun. If you guys think that that's what I'm doing, I want to set the record straight. I'm not here to sell you on any gun. I'm here hopefully to give you some insight where you can take some information and some knowledge that I've gleaned to help you with the other information that you've gleaned so that you can make an informed decision. That's it. That's it. That is it. And so, I'm going to review every gun that I'm interested in and every gun that comes available to me that I think you guys may have an interest in, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you feel like I rated a gun too high, okay. If you feel like, oh, I rated a gun too low, okay. Okay. My personal opinion, don't take it as fact, don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. That's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.